Hi. Imagine you on a stage in front of a big group of people with the goal of introducing yourself so people will remember you and what it is you're talking about. Well, questions that might run through your mind are, am I meeting the purpose of this speech? Am I making mistakes that make me look like I don't know what I'm doing? Or is the audience bored and they're tuning out? Well, the truth of this speech is you won't remember it, or me in a few weeks. You're probably asking right now, where am I going with the speech? Probably thinking, is it time to check Facebook? So please don't tune out. Give me a few minutes, and I will tell you a few things that will help you remember me. There are important things about my life that I want to share with you. It's things that I'd like you to remember about me, and hopefully you will. For when it comes to people, the American poet Maya Angelou once said, people will forget what you did, people will forget what you said, but people will not forget how you make them feel. So years now, when people think of you, what will they remember? Will they remember your deeds? No, most likely not. But they will remember how you made them feel. So I'd like to tell you about 3 things important to me. I hope they remind you of how I feel in my role as a father, as a husband, and a son. To get started, let me tell you about my sons. I have 2 boys, Andrew, who's 19, and Doug, who is 13. Now, I have various roles. These roles include chauffeur, banker, judge, and sometimes cheerleader. Most of these roles are positive, and I would love for the boys to remember that I'm the fun dad. Well, sometimes the goals that I have with regard to my boys get in the way of that. So I want to tell you what those goals are. I got several main goals, and those are that they're happy, that they're healthy, that they're safe, and they're kind. But most important is that they have a relationship with God. Now, no matter if you are a parent or a grown child, most of us understand that these goals make for hard choices, which make it difficult for children to think happy thoughts about them. But in the long run, I know that my boys understand that I do things for their benefit, because I love them. Now let me tell you about my second role. That is as a husband. I am married to Cheryl. We've been married for 17 years. And when I think about that, I think back and think, what does it mean to be a good spouse? Well, I can think of 3 aspects of that. The first one would be friendship. You must be a friend to your spouse, or else things aren't going to go very well. There'll be a lot of arguing and many other things. The second thing in a good spouse is the romantic love. You need to have romantic love because we all have needs and wants, and it's important. The third thing, which sometimes is very hard for us, is sacrificial love. That's when you go and basically put your spouse before you and your needs. Now, I like to say I do great in all of these, but I'm a work in progress. So, I want to think that my wife loves me and understands that I am a work in progress and will let me improve. Now finally, I want to tell you about my mom. That's my third role. I am a son to my mother, who's Ruth. I've been doing this role longer than any other role, since 1961. So, my mom and I are the most alike between my 3 brothers and I. We have the same personality, the same likes, most of the dislikes are the same, and we have the same sense of humor. Now, my mom has taken care of me for years, still tries to, and I let her for the most part. Now, the roles are starting to reverse where she's getting up in age and it's my job to go and take care of her. Not always the easiest thing with adult parents, but it's what my role is now. So, that's what I'm going to be doing, spending time with her, listening to her, and helping her with financial, house things, and things like that. So, that's my story. I've identified the 3 most important things in my life. That I'm a father who loves his sons, that I'm a husband who's grateful for a loving wife, and that I'm a son who loves and cares for his mom. Now, the reason for these roles is due to my love of family. So why do I love my family? Well, that's easy. It's because they love me. And it makes me feel good. And when you feel good, you want to do good back. So when it comes all down to it, it's all about love. And when it comes to that, the alternative isn't anywhere near. So I will choose love. Thanks. This is Tom, and I want to say, have a great day. Amen.